Hey guys, just gonna do a quick hardcore hermit here. See what pops out for. We just did the Libras and the Virgos, so I have to just run right after and see how closely they mesh in together. We got transformation and a Queen of Pentacles, so there's Sun, transformation, scorpionic energy. So transformation in the air. Shuffle these up a little bit better. Okay, so on the deck we've got a slow-moving knight. Possibly bringing in material messages. What do we got in the heart of the situation? This one wanted to pop out. Okay, so let's see this, you guys. In your head, playing some again. A little saboteur sneaked into the temple and is fucking shit up. So the bouncer was asleep on that one again. So get out of that thinking, you guys. You don't need that. You don't need that. What we got in the this is a hardcore Herbert reading, so obviously it's my head too. So what do we got in the challenge position? We've got victory. Okay, so that's not really a challenge, is it? Unless it's not your victory, doesn't. What else is in the challenge here? A Knight of Wands. Okay, so adventuring, maybe being a bit of a player and victory. That I can deal with. Okay. What do we got in the? See how these horses are going in opposite ways? The victory is going one way, and being a player is going the other way. What I get from that is that being a player can possibly rob you of your victory, or being too adventurous, or being too, like, maybe take some time and smell the roses, and you might rob yourself of victory. That could be a challenge, I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling from that. What do we got in the subconscious, the way you're thinking? Subconsciously, you're thinking of your investments and planning for the future. So, investments and planning for the future. Okay. Let's see. What do we got in the past? How the fuck did we get here for a hardcore mofo hermits? These two. Okay, so in the past you embarked on a new. Wow. Okay, this is pretty. This is different. Your first card in the tarot and the last card of the tarot. So that's like one hell of a quick circuit there. You must have really accomplished. You started a cycle and you ended a cycle. Boom, just like that. Starting on a new. So wow, good on you. You're speedy. That's quite the. Yeah. That's about as good as you get, really, in the past. So, good on you, you hardcore motherfuckers. What do we got in the present for hardcore hermits? Present energy for hardcore Virgo Libra Cusper. Ooh, okay, this one popped out. These both popped out. Blocked. So, celebrating and being perceptive could be blocking you presently. Being, maybe not having no tact, maybe just telling it like it is, as they say. You know how when Granny or Grandpa say something like, I don't know, a little like it's not accepted nowadays or whatever, you're like, you just kind of say, well, tell it like it is or whatever. Well, I guess that's maybe telling it like it is rubbing some people the wrong way while you're celebrating and could be blocking you somehow. What's this blocking, Holy Spirit, in the present situation? present situation. Okay, so it's calling down judgment. So I'd be careful what you're maybe being a little too, I don't know, maybe consider other people's feelings a little more. And maybe don't celebrate so much. Maybe you're celebrating to the point of, I don't know, waking up in a ditch with Moses parting the Red Sea tattooed on your ass or something like that. You know what I mean? And you got waves on each side of your butt cheeks, right? So be careful. What do we got in the future there, Holy Spirit, for our hardcore hermits? Quick coming in messages coming in the future. Okay, quick coming in messages. How are you influencing this situation? Oh, these two. Okay, sadness and wish fulfillment. Okay. So sadness to some, I guess, and wish fulfillment for others, possibly yourself. I'm thinking you're probably the sadness one, though. You could be influencing yourself in sadness, and maybe somebody else's wishes are being fulfilled, because you gotta remember, in the heart of the matter, you're in your head, right? Nightmares, and we're playing the same thing over and over again. So somehow I'm thinking you're not the one whose wishes are being fulfilled in this one there, hardcore hermit, sorry to say. What do we got in the hopes and fears is a just king. So you're hoping for somebody who's just, that's gonna call down some judgment, maybe, like somebody who's not crooked, somebody who's carrying Archangel Michael's sword of truth. Okay, well, it's quite the combination. In the lens you're looking through, wow, this is a powerful lens to be looking through, because you got the High Priestess and the Chariot. And the High Priestess is like one of the most perceptive ones there is, besides the Hermit. They're probably equal, knowing. They're both all knowing. They got unlimited knowledge. They just need to tap into their inner reservoir there. And gaining control of your environment. So a very perceptive way of gaining control of your environment. So basically, like, this is like the best admiral in the world, like say Napoleon or something. This is the way Napoleon would look at a battlefield or something like that. You know what I mean? This is the way he would, like, because he has a knack for those type of things. He's what you'd call a professional. You know what I mean? He's proven himself in war and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So in that scenario, not to say that's the scenario you're in, but that's like, this can be used in almost anything, right? So what do we got in the environment? We've got okay, the truth coming in about a student. The truth coming in about a student, or the truth coming in, or clarity coming in about a student, or somebody who's learning a craft, or who's being taught, or like learning something, learning a new skill, like a trade or whatever, you know. Okay, so truth coming in about somebody like that. And it's kind of what we, at the bottom, we got the Knight of Pentacles, which is like an investment, like a slow-moving investment. I'm taking it, which could be the same thing as when you're a student. When you're a student, you're investing into your future, right? You're investing into your intelligence, right? Your things that you're going to be able to use later. It's just as good as money, if not better, really. In the outcome, you have a love offer, an apology offer coming in, possibly. What else? You can't just have that. No problem there, Holy Spirit. Oh, okay, we'll take these. Working hard at your craft. And you got a Magician with a star, which is a very powerful confirmation. This is like a magician that brings hope, healing, and faith. Or it could be Aquarius, an Aquarius. It could be, this comes right after the Tower. I don't see a Tower here yet. But there is judgment that might be getting called down in the present moment if you don't stop your celebrating and cutting people down while you're celebrating. Maybe you're one of those people when you get a couple of drinks in you, all of a sudden you notice everybody else's faults and you just can't help but tell them about it. You know what I mean? One of those type of people. Maybe that's where the judgment could come. And the judgment could just be like, well, I don't know, you talk to the wrong person and just, I don't know, maybe you get a nose job or some free dental work, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so this is, I'm getting it. I like this kind of magician. This is a good kind of, this is a magician that kind of like transforms like people's, like can go into a situation where everybody's like, oh my god, just kill me now, like Eeyore, and by the time he leaves, like everybody's like, I don't know, like, yeah, right on, you know what I mean, like, a motivational speaker, like, Mick Foley, the motivational speaker, Chris Farley used to always play on Saturday Night Live, you know, you're not gonna amount to jack squat, you're gonna wind up living in a van down by the river, only like the more motivational one, but I don't know, I like that, I like Mick Foley, he's one of my favorites, so... Alright, rest in peace there, Chris Farley. And we've got, I just picked this up, so you might have some conflict coming into, which, working hard at your craft, don't want an apology, so let's not bring conflict in where there is none. So, what else do we got? What do we want to pull on here? Let's pull on this, in the past here, what did you accomplish here? I want to know about that. What did you accomplish here in the past here that you went from like in 2 steps? You went from the Fool to the World there. Because I'm gonna say that's pretty impressive. Like my hat's off to you for that one. That doesn't. I've never actually. I don't know if I've ever pulled those like right next to each other. So what was this? This one day. Lifetime that you did here. 5 of Cups, so maybe overcoming sadness. And you got sadness is the way you're influencing it. This is in the past, way. So in the past, maybe you overcame sadness before. Maybe you had a real sad time, and you beat that demon. You went from the Fool to the World, and you closed that cycle out. You realized like. You know, I'm in control of this shit. I'm in control whether I'm sad. You know what? I could be shoveling shit all day, flies around me, and nothing but shit sandwiches to eat. But really, I can decide to be happy with that. You know what I mean? If I want, really, it's your brain that decides these things, right? It's not like your environment definitely has an influence on it, but you can. If the priest is in the temple, the priest says who's allowed in the temple, right? He can let anybody in and just like, give everybody a wristband, and you got a bunch of assholes all jumping around with fucking glow-in-the-dark chains around, like bouncing bitches off the dance floor. Or you could have like JC in there running the temple, and like, anybody fucks up, he's gonna start beating the shit out like he did in the Bible there when they started selling dope or whatever they were doing in the church there, and he fucking laid an ass whooping on him and said, get the fuck out of here. Well, I'm sure he didn't say that for me, but yeah, he was quite the bouncer that day, let me say. So maybe that's what that whole thing was about. Maybe he knew people were going to write that down and say like, well, wow, Jesus really lost his shit there. I wonder what he was just trying to tell us. It's like, I think that's probably what it was, is that you got to be in control of your temple and be careful what you allow in your temple, because if the wrong thing takes root, next thing you know, you're Ted Bundy. Hopefully not that bad, but you know what I mean? What do we got in the, who's this, this judge you're hoping for? A just judge? Is he like a police officer? What kind of person is this just judge in your hopes and fears? Okay, harmonious. Okay, so you're maybe hoping to things go harmoniously with this person. Maybe that's why you're hoping or fearing this person. Maybe he is a judge, right? And you're just like, last thing you want to do is have a judge where things are not going to be harmonious, right? Like all of a sudden you say you come in wearing like a chinchilla fur coat, and then you find out that the guy's a fucking tree hugger or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like you want a harmonious change, right? You don't want to be like beaten with telephone books and thrown in the clink till God knows when. You know what I mean? But okay, what are these quick coming in messages too? That's the last thing I want to know. And what? Oh no, I also do want to know something else. Okay, quick coming in messages about 701. So protection and ships coming in. Okay, so those messages are about your ships coming in. Maybe protection. Maybe say you're a pimp. Like maybe your hoes need more protection. Maybe their johns are slapping them around and like getting freebies and stuff like that. Maybe you need to go. I don't know. Go leave some knuckle prints on somebody or something. I don't know. Like I say, I'm not a pimp or anything. I'm just guessing. You know. What do we got in the? And the heart of the situation is 9 of Swords. So you're in your head. What the hell are you in your head about? What's all this sadness about? What the hell? What happened here? What the fuck? Something happened on Days of Our Lives that you didn't agree with, or what? I'm just kidding. Okay, Judgment. Okay, so Judgment's being called down, and stability and passion, and hope, faith, and healing. So some kind of judgment was called down on you. It's divine judgment, so it needed to happen. And you're healing, and you got faith, hope, and healing coming from that, and you're stabilizing. So you must did something. You must have screwed up, like we all do from one time or another, and I don't know. You did something that is worthy of being punished for. So you're in your head about that, but you're almost through. You're almost through stabilizing. So, and that's the best energy you want to be in after a good swift judgment is hope, faith, and healing. Okay, so that's good, guys. Have a good one.